Looks like we're live again. You want to check that there, Joseph? We're good? Good. We got some bandwidth. We got one tick in the box. Alright, do apologise. It looks like we've burned through all the bandwidth in the Airbnb we're staying in, so the string lagged out and died. So we're on a mobile hotspot now, and just hopefully everything goes well. If it dies again, it's because I've burnt 15 gigs of data. So we'll see what happens. Fortunately, we're most of the way through. So we were talking about Adam Carter.
Amazing player.
Amazing player.
Helped that Knights team get their second championship. He's actually been in the league for 3 years now.
Is it 3 years now?
He was in the Falcons his first season, and
yes, sir.
then went over to the Knights and they won that year, I'm pretty sure. And
so back-to-back championships. Be looking for a third.
it might have been
Knights.
Or maybe he was last season and it was 2 years. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it was 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Falcons last season and then Knights this season? I think it was. Maybe.
Anyway, we've done our research.
Moving on. Paddy Watts for the
Paddy Watts for the Dolphins.
Dolphins this season.
That's a great pickup. Paddy's a nice guy.
Amazing goalie when he wants to be.
When he wants to be. Yeah, he definitely been improving, working really hard at it. Got a lot of time for Paddy. He's a bit of a quieter guy, but
he was on our national senior team when we won it in 2023.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, so he was
just a genuinely nice
great guy
guy.
to have on
and then obviously had to move. Well, had to. He
chose
moved
to
away
move to Hamilton and has been furthering his hockey from there. So
yeah, fantastic.
moving on, we got Reed
Sampson. Welcome home, son.
To the Soldiers for the 2025 season.
Yeah, so Reed was a Soldier back in season one. Yeah, he's played a bit of hockey. He's obviously based in Waihi currently, I believe, or playing for Waihi.
Plays for Waihi, yes.
Played a bit of time in Levin, if I remember rightly.
He did for the Rebels when they were a club.
Once upon a time. Again, just a
Great
genuinely
player.
nice guy, great player.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Moving on. Harry Tappin.
Yes, old Harry. We won't say, but what a guy! Just a dude.
From down south.
Yep.
One of our many players from down south that travels up every weekend to enjoy the KHL.
I think
season.
I feel like he's loving it. Actually, honestly, he's
really
enjoying.
He's currently enjoying KHL more than he is being on the Red Devils team, the Canterbury Red Devils.
Whoa, that's a bold call.
That is.
I'm hoping there's no Canterbury Red Devils watching.
Daryl Smith for the Sting this season.
Yes.
Returning. I believe. So.
You'd think the guy who put the slides together, being that the guy who put the slides together is the Sting General Manager Joe Dowman, would be able to spell Daryl's name. Pretty sure it's spelled with one R. I could be wrong, but
that's fine. I'm sure Daryl doesn't have a problem with it. If he does, he can take it up with his GM.
He can.
Jason Walker for the Catspo this season.
Jace Walker. What a guy.
Yeah. Nothing bad to say about his character.
No. He's
a funny guy. He's a pretty funny guy too.
Yeah, he's a dude, eh? Got a lot of time for Jace. I'm glad to see him back. Glad he's enjoying it. At the end of the day, that's all we ask, right? Like, is that people come along, they have a bit of a fun time, enjoy it, we hang out, we're a big community.
If they're not, give a little bit of feedback, hopefully.
Yeah, well, exactly. If you're not enjoying it, tell us. I mean, we're all here, we're all GM, all the GMs are at the weekends.
They can't change anything if they don't know, so.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Moving on, another
spelling mistake.
Matthew Hansen for the...
No? 1 T? Okay. It could be Matthew.
Matthew Hansen for the Royals this season. He's another young, great player.
Yes, I believe he was MVP
MVP for the Anzac
Anzac
weekend
tournament.
where the New Zealand 18 team that was going over to Narch played in the
It was.
KHL season.
Nice kid. Spent I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes chatting with him just off the rink. Great hockey player.
Nothing bad to say about him, really.
Nah, and a well-earned MVP, I thought, at the Anzac Weekend tournament. So, glad to see him sign up, actually. Always nice to see good young players joining the league
Some new faces.
and pushing us old boys further down the list. Ned Flanders. Come on down. David Salzberger out of New Plymouth. Again, just genuinely nice guy. Good hockey player, fast, nimble.
Unique. He's got a unique skating style in my opinion.
Okay. Unique, that's, yeah, but...
He does use his 10 to 2 a lot, which is uncharacteristic. So.
10 to 2? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
10 and 2.
Yeah, Mohawk. Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Okay. Back in my day, it was called a Mohawk, mate.
John Van Beek for the recruits. He had an amazing season last year for the Hornets, and even played a couple just one games. So
yeah,
he played amazing last season.
Yeah, great player. Lots of time.
Got his head screwed on.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing how he fits in here.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. While I'm thinking about it, I'm just looking at this list, and I'm sure people are seeing that we're very rapidly coming down to the tail end of what we're live streaming. So we are, in the interest of time, which we've actually already exhausted what we were expecting to get to. We were hoping to really wrap this up in about an hour and a half, but we hope you're still watching and enjoying with any luck. But so we are actually only announcing up to pick number 66. The rest of the registered players will be picked and announced later this evening in Facebook posts. So you'll get, a post that'll say, "Oh, the Soldiers also selected these players."
And eventually, I'm not entirely sure when, there will probably be a post for all the teams saying these players are in this team, this team, this team. So
Yeah, the rosters will get.
There'll be a Soldiers roster posted and
Yeah.
for every other franchise as well, I'm assuming.
So yes, so as you're well aware, keep your eyeballs on our Facebook. That's not what I was going to say, but eyeballs on Facebook.
Zib G for the Falcons this season. I'm pretty sure he was in their team last season.
Yes, he was. Getting the thumbs up from over generally.
Yonder. He didn't have a bad season. But
I've got a lot of time for Zib. I think he's a good hockey player.
Also in the Tuies and Falcons junior team.
Yes.
Not 100% on their names. I think it's the Fantails.
Fantails and
Falcons? No. I'm not sure.
Eagles.
Is it the Eagles? I didn't know that was a Div 2 name.
I mean, the guy who designed the logo should probably know what the team's called. Yeah, Zeb, great young player. Yeah.
Noah Burgess, another
Good to
white
see
guy.
Noah Burgess, why he?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about Noah, if I'm honest.
He's a pretty good player. Like, I think he took a while off, but he still got it. So.
Yeah, it's quite nice not having to draft a squad because I don't have to research the players. You'd think the guy hosting would do a bit of research and really have something to talk about, but
he's had too many beers, so that's why he's having
no,
tea.
no, he is.
That's why he's having tea right now. So.
Yeah, drinking tea, left, right, and centre, just downing cups of tea.
Jeff Burns. I don't know a lot about him apart from that he's a Mustang and that he's an older one.
He's an older boy, but he's a good hockey player. Saw him play a bit of hockey at Nationals. Gets around the rink, pretty hard working. I would say he's got I'm hoping he wouldn't be offended if I said he's got a bit of an edge to his game. I like him. I think he's a good pick. I feel like he might even be a little bit of a steal there.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah,
Potentially.
so...
He might have gone a little bit sooner, though.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, if you can get a player at a discount, I think, shit, why wouldn't you?
Yep, moving on. Leroy Blythe. I hope I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not,
You are Leroy Blythe. I do apologise, Leroy, that your last name's not spelled correctly.
Why do you have to point it out every single time?
Because he might be at home watching and knows.
Yeah, but he might not see.
Well, if he can read, he know how his name's spelled. So Leroy's a he's not a young man anymore, but he must be in his early 30s. Former Wanganui boy, lives in Palmerston North. Reasonably fresh back into hockey. When he started KHL in season 3, he'd taken a good number of years off playing to play rugby instead. Then joined the Lightning team, the Lightning Senior A team that won Nationals. So, you know, pretty successful comeback season to just step back into it and win a national championship.
Didn't help that he had 4 prims on his team.
Hey.
Moving on.
Well, we'll have none of that.
Blesner. Another Raven that's gone back to the Dolphins. I think.
And an absolute bargain there.
Most definitely, he is a grinder for sure. He could have gone.
He could have been in here.
He could have been in the Div 1 team.
Yeah.
If someone took him, he can still be in that Div 1 team.
He could still be, but I firmly believe that
Liz Smith is a steal.
that is a steal, absolute steal there.
Moving on. Mike Sands, I believe he was the captain for the Div 2 team last season. I believe that's the reason they decided to take him again, and his performance from last season. So.
Yep, Mike Sands, hell of a nice guy, based out of Kapiti area, Kapiti Coast. Plays good hockey, and a genuinely nice guy to have around the rink and chat to. So, happy to have him back.
Ruby Waghorn, also joining the Falcons this season. She is from the Devils, I believe, that I do know, so I don't know why I said believe. But she also does play in junior as well. Speaking of junior, the season 2 is launching in about a week or so. I was just talking to Arden about it earlier.
Yep.
So when you see that, better
jump
get
on.
it quick.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know a lot about Ruby, so I was defaulting to you to provide information on
She's
that.
a pretty good player. Like, can't fault her at all. She's played really well. So
Awesome.
Ryan Williams going to the Sting this season. What a kid. He's pretty good. He can't fault him.
I mean, I don't know what is going on in that drafting room, but that's another bargain.
I believe I know the reason that it's gone down this low, but I think he also knows why. And
okay, well, I mean,
another junior player playing for the
great hockey player.
For the Sharks this season, he's pulling off a blinder. I believe he's leading in all stats, like positive stats this season.
All positive stats. So not leading in penalty minutes is what I'm hearing.
I don't believe he's leading in penalty minutes.
Well, that's good to know.
Next,
he's a fantasy player's dream.
Ryan Fridloss, a new one to the league, not a new name, but
not a new surname.
Not a new surname to the league. His brother Cole joined last season, and
he gets to be part of the same expansion sort of wider squad as his younger brother Cole.
Younger brother Cole, older brother Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's the older. Yeah.
Ryan, I believe, may have taken a few years off, not playing hockey, but playing club hockey.
Right.
He's been training and stuff. And
again.
His mum has pushed him into joining because she sees the way that he loves it, and I think he might fall back in love with hockey when playing KHL.
I really hope so. I had a bit of a time to chat with Tanith at Nationals and with Ryan as well, actually. So stoked to see the name come through, and really hope he gets in and enjoys it. Honestly.
Ethan Schuler from YE, his brother Jack going to the Falcons, I believe. I already did it. Sorry, that was just Arden reminding me to talk about the KHL Junior Regio.
So, in case you didn't hear, KHL Junior Regio is opening in about a week, and get after it if you're under the age.
Don't miss it, man. Don't miss it.
17.
Started off with a banger this season, and I think season 2 is not going to be any different. But back to Ethan, he's a pretty good player.
Yeah.
I believe he's coming back to the Soldiers franchise this season. I think he was there this season.
Yep.
And I think he had a good season this season. So.
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting to see, you know, a couple of returning players combined with a few new ones, and to really see how this team and this wider squad's going to shake out as the season progresses.
Can't fault him. Moving on.
Good dude. Oh.
Chris Sands, another Sands brother from Kapiti.
Yes.
He might be from even further down, maybe, but still plays for Kapiti.
Plays for the Rangers.
And
good hockey player. Was part of the season 1 recruit squad.
Yep, he was.
I don't, because I wasn't part of the other squads, I don't know where he's played since then. But a good hockey player. I believe he was one of the highest goal scorers, if not the highest goal scorer in season 1, Division 2.
He also played for the King Knights when they won it 1 year.
There you go. So he's a champion, KHL Division 2 champion. Well, get after it.
Zach Bovey, another within team-based area, so
yeah,
pretty good player. Can't fault him really.
Yeah, he's going to be interesting to see him in the
Soldiers uniform.
Yeah, the green, white, and maroon, I suppose it is, and see how how this how this team ties together. I think it's going to be exciting to watch, actually.
Jaden Kwong, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Another guy that plays in the Junior Sharks team. They got 2 in there, but I don't know much about Jaden, but he seems to be a pretty good kid and pretty good player.
That's rich, isn't it? Troy referring to somebody as a kid. The 18-year-old says, "Oh, this guy's a good kid." Well, Jaden, welcome to the league. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a lot of success. Oh, Silas, what a dude. He's a young man, but he is a big guy. And just a genuinely nice guy. I hope Silas, you're watching at home. Lou, I hope you're watching as well. And I hope you're happy to be going to the Sting franchise, because there's some names in there, and I think you're going to fit in really well, actually. And I feel like, you know, Joe's not a silly GM. I couldn't say if he was, because he's sitting nearby.
I think he also has a green and yellow jersey already. Not in KHL Senior, but in Junior.
Oh, there you go.
So
Joe's keeping it in-house, I see. But, yeah, no, I look forward to seeing how Silas progresses over the next season or 2. I mean, he's got some, you know, he's a young man, got some growing to, aging to do, maturing. Let's not say growing, maturing as a hockey player.
Christo Vorster. I believe he has played in KHL before. He might have been this year or the year before.
This season 3, he played. I don't recall who for.
I believe it was the Falcons franchise.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
I believe I seen him in the maroon shirt at one point. He might have been traded, but
yes.
Don't know a lot about Christo, but
no, unfortunately, when you're running the league and running live streams and making sure score benches are looked after and everything is happening, I don't get a good chance to watch a lot of hockey, despite the fact that I basically live at the rink for KHL weekends. So, Christo, apologies that we don't have a bit more in-depth information on you, but glad to see you back, and honestly, I hope you have a good season playing with the new expansion franchise, because that's really exciting.
Georgia Rossa for the Rose.
What can you say about Georgia?
She she just plays her part. Like,
She does. Plays
she
her role.
She knows her role when she sticks to it.
Yeah. Awesome hockey player. Loves the game. Organised 2 teams for Rink Wars. Travelled to Australia for earlier this in season 3 with the under 21 young guns to play in Brisbane.
Can't falter at all.
Nah.
Devon Kay, an absolute steal in my opinion at that draft pick. He just keeps improving every time I see him.
Smart hockey player, older guy. Has had some injury trouble, but I agree, absolute steal.
I believe
that far down the list.
I believe the van was more hurt than he was. So.
If you're watching and you don't know about that, maybe just ask Devon.
Craig Hayes. I don't know a lot about Craig. I believe he's from down south. He may be in the wider selected group for one of the ice teams down there. So.
Yeah, I understand that he's one of the Christchurch Lions. Otherwise, I don't know a lot about him. I believe, and I'm sure I will be corrected if I'm wrong, but I believe Harry Tappan and that sort of wider Christchurch group has kind of been working to pull some players in. So, always glad to see some of you mainlanders travelling up to join us up here in the North Island. So, if you can keep it going, I mean, I'm pretty keen. I can't speak for the wider registration group, but if we can get enough, we're definitely interested in bringing KIHL to the South Island. Bring our little travelling road show.
At this point, it does make no sense to go down with this.
No, shush, Troy, you don't get to say. Is that us?
That is everyone, and concludes the 2025 season 4.
That concludes the live streamed portion of the draft. We do hope that everybody who got picked is happy to see their teams and their teammates. And
if you weren't showed here, you will know where you go because couldn't fit everyone in today. But
yes,
you have been drafted. Let's just say that.
Yep, everybody got drafted. The posts will go up later this evening, so keep an eye on our Facebook page to see where you ended up. We couldn't fit everyone in, lest we sit here until midnight, which also means you sit here until midnight. So
have a great rest of your crate day, and
a great rest of your crate day. Be safe, and we'll see you all on the ring.